Good day, everyone. So we are from BSN Math 2A, and today we're going to demonstrate on how to master sinking fund and amortization schedule in Excel. Before that, i-introduce na naman mo sarili. I'm Carl Jason B. Luzada together with my partner.
I'm Dan Heaven Marine.
So before we proceed to our main topic, let's differentiate first the sinking fund and amortization.
The difference between them is sinking fund is a saving strategy where you regularly deposits money to build up the future amount, while amortization is a repayment method where you make regular payments to pay down an existing loan.
So that is correct, guys. So before we proceed, sa definitions, learning objectives. So first, define and differentiate sinking funds and amortization and explain their importance in financial planning.
In the second one, accurately compute sinking fund contributions and loan amortizations payment using Excel functions.
And number 3, create complete sinking fund and amortization schedules in Excel, demonstrating proper labeling, formula use, and interpretation of results. But before that, we're going to define first the sinking fund.
Like what I said earlier, let's define what is a sinking fund. A sinking fund is a financial plan in which you set aside fixed, regular deposits into an interest-earning account to accumulate a specific amount of money in the future. The purpose of sinking fund is to ensure you have enough money saved to cover a planned future expense. The 5K concept of sinking fund. First is contributions to the fund and earn interest over time, helping you reach target amount faster. The second one is the interest rate. This is the percentage earned by the fund each period. The third one is the future value. The future value is the total amount you aim to accumulate at the end of the saving period. The fourth one is the compounding period. This refers to how often interest is calculated and added to the fund. Then the last one is number 5, number of period. This is the total count of deposits interval. So this is the problem for sinking funds. Ayana deposits 486 pesos every 3 months for 3 years. If the interest is at 8% compounded quarterly, how much does he have for 3 years? So solve this, let's identify the givens. The first is the R is equal to 486 pesos. Then the M is equal to 4 because it is compounded quarterly. Then the J is equal to 8%, so convert to decimal 0.08. Then the T is 3 years. Then the N is T times M. So the T is 3, then the M is 4, so equal 12. Then the I is equal to G over M, so 0.08 over 4 is equal to 0.02. So now let's proceed to the Excel to find the future value in the sinking fund schedule.
So we are now using Excel to find the future value in sinking fund schedule. So nahuman na to identify ang given, so ito na lang i-input there is one. The input is which is the N, T times M, so equals 12. Then the rate is which is the I is equal to J over M, 0.02. Then the PMT which is the R, 486 pesos. Then the present value is 0 because wala man siya sa given. Then karon ang pangitaon ang future value. So magbutan tag equal sign nganong kan kay siya ang mag-command sa Excel kay formula man atong gina-type dili man text. Then atong i-type ang future value FV which is the future value, then open parenthesis. Then ato ni sundon ang sequence dire sa kan. Then first is the rate, then comma, then the infer, then comma, then the PMT. And ato ang but nga nato minus sign ang sa PMT kay nag-represent man siya sa money being deposited out of the business. Then click the PMT. Then the next is the comma, then the present value, then comma. So itong gamiton is the end of the period, so type 0. Then nakuha na nato ang future value. So now we proceed to sinking fund schedule. So first is period, type tab 1 and 2 para naay mas madali igura na to i-drag. So ito ni siyang i-highlight 1 and 2, then kaning box nga gamay ato ang i-click, long press, then drag hangtod sa 12. Dalan, mas madali na siya. Then ato din ibutang ang given. So sa beginning is the present value, so 0. Then the PMT which is the 486. Then the interest, ito siya isa, they put the equal sign. Then the beginning multiplied by the rate. Then enter. Then sa increase in fund, put the equal signs. Then the PMT ato add nato sa interest, then enter. Then sa outstanding amount, equal sign, yeah. Click the beginning plus the increase in funds. So, kung ano na to ang last outstanding amounts sa first period. So, sa second period na ta. So, atong ibutan sa beginning, diri, sa second period is the outstanding amount. So, put the equal sign, then click the outstanding amount, then enter. Then sa PMT, mara Japon siya, magbut lang tag equal sign, then click na tong PMT nga value sa first period. Then, magbutang tag dollar sign kay constant man siya. Nagsilbi nga, mo ning mag-lock. Dollar sign. Then enter. Then sa interest, put equal sign, then the beginning, then atong i-multiply sa rate. So, diri is constant, ang constant diri is the rate. So, magbutang tag dollar sign before and after sa letter. Then enter. Then sa increase and fund, equal sign, then add PMT plus the interest. Then enter. Then sa outstanding amount, sa process, the beginning plus the increase in fund. So enter. So this is the value of outstanding amount sa second period. So para mas madali ni siya until sa 12, dili na tayo dagan mo type. Ito na lang ni siyang i-highlight para sa until sa outstanding amount, then kaning box para gain na. I-drag lang natin ni pababa until sa period 12. Then dara. Ang future value is 6,518.28. Then there is outstanding amount is 6,518.275,608. So kani sa decimal is 200 two digits lang man siya, so gi-round off siya, and then nahimo na siyang 6,518.28.
So thank you, Mr. Heaven. And now, let's proceed for defining the amortization and its key concept. First, what is amortization? Amortization is the process of repaying a loan through a series of fixed periodic payments. And the purpose of amortization is to spread the repayment of a loan into equal manageable payments over a set period of time. So now let's proceed to the key concepts. So first is the present value. So that is also called the beginning value of the debt. For number 2, interest. So in amortization annuity due, we should get the balance after payment, then multiply to the interest rate to get the interest. For number 3, the payment. So that is the fixed amount paid each period to repay the loan. And number 4, that is the amortization schedule. So amortization schedule, that is the table that shows the breakdown of each payment. And for number 5, loan term. So that is the T to our formula, and it represents how long na magbayad ka sa imuhang utang. So this is now our problem for amortization. So Chris Bryant, aka Brother, has decided to make a loan of 5,100 semi-annually at the beginning of every 6 months for 10 years. If the interest is at 12%, find the value of the loan and construct an amortization schedule. So before tamo buhat og amortization schedule and to find the present value, let's find the given first. So for RR, that is 5,100 pesos. For RM, that is 2, since we are semi-annually. And for RJ, that is 12%, and that is equal to 0.12. For RT, that is 10 years. For RN, that is T times M, that is equal to 20. And then I is equals to J over M, and that is equal to 0.12 divided by 2, and equal to 0.06. And now, let's proceed to the Excel to find the amortization schedule and present value. So now that we are using the Excel, so let's now find the present value and the amortization schedule. So first, for the future value, that is FV, and then for the present value, that is PV, for the I, that is rate, for the N, that is NPER, and for the R, that is our PMT. So the value of our FV is equals to 0 since wala man siya labot sa itong formula. And then for the rate, or the I, that is 0.06, and for NPER, that is 20, and for the PMT, that is 5,100 pesos. So now that we get the values of these labels, so now let's proceed to finding the present value. And now, so equal sign, and then PV, and then open parenthesis. So now, makita na to dira ang sequence sa pagkuha sa present value. So first, the rate, comma, 20, comma, and then before clicking the PMT, so the rule of the finding the present value, so we should first put negative sign or the minus sign, and then click the PMT value. So the fourth one is the future value, and comma again, and then since we are paying for the beginning of the period, or we are in the annuity due, so we use 1, and then close parenthesis. So enter, and that is now our present value for the amortization. Since we have now the present value, so we can calculate now the amortization schedule. So first, for calculating the amortization schedule, so first we should have the periods. So for getting the period, so we're just going to drag it, no? 1 and 2, and then drag it until makuha na to ang 20. And then for the beginning balance, that is our present value. So equal, and then pinuto na to ang values present value. And that is now our beginning balance. For the PMT, then equal, then click the value, and that is now our PMT or RR. For the principal, no? So that is equal to the PMT. So the reason why the PMT and the principal is equal, no, kay the beginning balance man god is wala siya interest. So that is the rule of the annuity due. Since we are paying at the beginning of the period, so the PMT and the principal will be equal. So the balance after payment, so equal, and then beginning balance minus the principal. And then that is our balance after payment. So for getting the interest, no, so dili ang beginning balance ang atuang interest na karon, which is ang balance after payment na. So for getting the interest, equal, and then balance after payment times the rate. So that is equal to 3,414.38. So for the balance, no, that balance after payment plus the interest. So enter. So for the beginning balance for the second period, so that is equal to the balance, no, na nakuha nato dito sa first period. So just click the balance and then enter. And for the PMT, so that is equal, and then click the value of PMT. And then since this is constant, no, so we should put $sign. So the reason why na magbutang ta og $sign before and after, no, sa letter, it is because after nato mapuno ning sa second period, no, atuan na lang buhaton is to drag it para makuha nato niyang value until sa 28th period. So enter. And then for the principal, so equal, and then click the principal, and then since this is constant, no, so shift, then $sign, then shift, $sign. So that is now our principal. For the balance after payment, no, so that is equal to the beginning balance minus the principal. So since the principal is constant, no, so butangan dyan natin siya $sign. And enter. So that is now our balance after payment. And for the interest, so equal, so balance after payment, so click lang natin na siya, times the rate. So since the rate is also constant, no, so butangan po natin na siya og $sign. So $sign and enter. So that is now our interest. So for the balance, no, we're just going to equal, and then balance after the payment plus the interest. So this is now our balance for the second period and the beginning balance for the third period. So since ato naman itong nahimo ganina itong $signs, no, so ato lang buhaton is to click and then drag, and then pagkahuman itutok nato ning plus nga ano diri sa pinakakilid. So pag magitom na siya, this is the sign that idrag na nato siya, and then bang. So to check, no, if the amortization schedule is correct, so magtan-aw ta diri sa balance na sa pinakaiwit, so sa pagka 28th period. So since this is 0, so it means that you have no longer obligated payment. And that is all for getting the present value of the amortization and getting the amortization schedule. So in conclusion, sinking funds and amortization are essential tools for managing savings and debts, helping individuals plan ahead and make informed financial decisions. And we highly encourage you everyone to practice amortization and sinking fund calculation in Excel, because it helps everyone understand real-life money management and make smarter financial decisions. By mastering these tools, you gain the confidence to plan for loans and future savings efficiently. And that is all, everyone. Thank you.